And I spoke with Chief Minister Paul Henderson about the issues in Alice Springs earlier today. Chief Minister, welcome to the program.
Good to be here, Louisa.
How concerned are you about the problem of crime and antisocial behaviour in Alice Springs at the moment?
Look, Alice Springs is going through a difficult time, but these issues have been around Alice Springs for a long, long time now. We all know how complex the social issues are, the disadvantage amongst Aboriginal people. What I've decided to do is appoint the Police Commissioner to lead a whole of government operation to really tie all government agencies together with the non-government sector down here to do two things: to get the kids off the street at night and back home and somewhere safe, and also to crack down on the troublemakers who've come to town or they live in town and are creating trouble, and I believe the Commissioner will do a good job.
Are you happy with the Police Commissioner's intergovernment agency approach? I mean, apart from greater communication between government departments, what exactly is happening on the ground to stop crime in Alice Springs?
Well, first of all, out of the last police recruit squad, 14 police officers are now being deployed to Alice Springs. Out of the 30 that graduated, half are coming to Alice Springs. The Police Commissioner will also deploy where necessary, depending on the operation, whether it's overt or covert, additional staff as needed, and as the Commander Murphy said today, additional help is only a phone call away. We've got more youth outreach workers on the streets, another 6 outreach workers, so now 24/7 we've got youth outreach workers on the streets getting kids back home or into a safe house and then following up with families the next day. And we've also got more truancy officers, another 2 truancy officers here in Alice Springs, taking up to 7.
These issues aren't new for Alice Springs. Did it take the alleged rape of 2 foreign tourists for action to come from the top?
Look, not specifically, but I've been talking with our Police Commissioner for many, many months now about the problems in Alice Springs, Central Australia. They're very complex. And with the head of the public service, I decided last week that we needed to have a single operation, whole of government, accountability through the Police Commissioner back to me to ensure we're doing everything we can with this community here, particularly to get those kids off the street and back home. You know, children under the age of 12 should be at home, not wandering the streets at night, and parents have got to be held accountable.
The opposition says the 14 extra police you have announced only covers natural attrition of retiring officers. Can you confirm that there will be additional police resources on the front line here in Alice Springs?
Yeah, absolutely. Extra police will be deployed to Alice Springs when they're needed. And in terms of these 14 out of the latest recruit squad, some will be backfilling positions that have become vacant, but additional resources are certainly coming to Alice Springs under the Police Commissioner's direction. He's the one responsible under the Act for deploying police resources, and there are going to be a number of overt and also covert operations in this town targeting repeat offenders, and there will be additional resources deployed as the Commissioner sees fit, and certainly police will be talking about those additional resources from time to time.
Doesn't the ongoing problem of crime in Alice Springs, particularly surrounding alcohol, show that the government's alcohol policy just isn't working?
Well, we never said there would be a silver bullet issue and response to alcohol. That it's multifaceted. Over 2,500 people on the banned drinkers register. Since the 1st of July last year, there have been 2,000 refusals of alcohol service here in Alice Springs. That's people who are either being refused because they're banned or they've already purchased their 2 litres or capacity of alcohol per day. So the problem would be much worse without the measures that we've put in place. And the Country Liberal Party plan to scrap the banned drinkers register, put those 2,500 people back on the grog again, extend trading hours, more hours per day selling alcohol in Alice Springs is recklessly irresponsible and would lead to more crime and more violence.
With an election looming, how important is it for you to fix these problems in Alice Springs?
This has got nothing to do with the election, Louisa. This is about particularly kids out on the street, and enough is enough. To have youth outreach workers 24/7 on the streets in Alice Springs. For every night a child is out there and is not at home being cared for by the family, that child is at risk. Not only in terms of misadventure themselves, but getting caught up in the criminal justice system. So we were doing everything we can. We've stepped up those measures even further. the things we've done, like the Youth Hub and the Edmund Rice Foundation, the Clontarf Football Academy, all of those things are slowly making a difference. But I decided that getting the kids off the street was an absolute priority, and that's what the Commissioner's been tasked to do.
Chief Minister, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Louisa.